And this is actually the first camera backpack I've owned, and it's actually my favorite so far.
That video is almost 4 years old. I filmed that back in 2020 when I didn't really have anything to do. As you can tell, a lot of things have changed since then. I moved, I have a new setup, new camera, a new audio equipment. With that being said, this is the 2024 edition of What's in My Camera Bag. Just to be clear, what I'm going to show you guys is what I typically bring for a smaller scale shoot, like if we're going to a photo shoot outside or a small studio. First up, we have the Billingham small Hadley Pro camera bag. I bought this back in 2021, so literally a year after I did that video. It's a very small and compact bag, which I love. What I put in here is usually one camera with 2 other lenses, my chargers, my SD card reader, and if I want to edit on the go, usually my iPad. Something that didn't change from the 2020 video is my camera. I still use the Sony a7 II. At some point I did have the thought of changing my camera so that way I can use it for both video and photo, but just last year I decided to make the biggest investment I've ever made and get a Sony FX30. So when I got that, I decided to keep this camera. It still shoots like normal, it's still very reliable. What's mounted on it, I have the Tamron 35mm lens. The other lens I bring with me is the Canon 50mm lens mounted on a Viltrox EF to E-mount. Of course, as a photographer, you need your main prime lens, so I use the 50mm a lot just to capture that really beautiful bokeh background that everyone loves. And the 50mm lens, I would say, is a great beginner camera lens for anyone wanting to go into photography or videography even. Next, we have the Kingston card reader with a USB-A to USB-C adapter. Like I said before, if I want to edit on the go, I usually like using this to connect to my iPad or sometimes a laptop if I bring it, just so that I can get going on photos that need to be edited and sent to clients right away, or even edit videos on the go. Of course, the one thing I have to bring to my shoots is my phone. That's a no-brainer. The last thing I bring to my shoots is an iPad mini 4. Again, typically I use this to edit photos on the go. Usually I don't need to do that. I usually edit on my laptop if I bring it, but sometimes I don't bring my laptop, so this is a very convenient way for me to edit photos if I need to, especially with the Lightroom app. So there you have it. That is my 2024 edition of the What's in My Camera Bag. Now I realize that I've gotten a lot smaller in terms of what gear I use in my shoots on the go, but it's so convenient for me to be minimal with what I bring just because I don't drive. I take the transit, I carpool sometimes, so I don't really have the capacity to bring like big lights or anything like that. And most of the time, people that want to work with me usually want to do outdoors photo shoot. I love working with natural light, so it's a win-win for both of us. And if they decide to do a studio shoot, we usually book it at a nearby local photo studio that has lights and everything that we need to make the photos happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. And also I wanted to get back into photo and video. I've been focusing on music a lot last year and I really want to get back into this format. Also, speaking of music, I'm coming out with a new song. It is an original bossa nova Tagalog song that I wrote months ago, and it's finally coming out on all streaming platforms on April 12th, so I will put the link in the description for you guys to go ahead and pre-save that song. My socials are also going to be in the description, so if you guys want to stalk me, you're free to do so. And I'll see you guys next time.